Anger commands the right hands. So let's start all over. Okay? This is the Sufis path. Poetry. Corner here. A Sufi's road unfolds here like a scroll rolling before me. It is a struggle, stepping toward the call. It is ecstasy through my body that crawls. There is a grave along the road. This life of mine shall end there. Among the dead, how it will, maybe. A mystery only death shall reveal. Yet the dead may never join, only the living can join the dead. A ceremony held for the departed, returning to their original surrounding. From afar, clouds loom over, and the animals gather under. And the animals gather under. In the circle, the king speaks, only the lion and no other. In the jungle, the animals gather under the tree that they named Ankle. Laughter guides the other animals, the hyena, at the scene cracking jokes, and the animal follow it like the scent of smoke. Now forgetting this, yet returning to it like a passing mist. From afar, clouds loom over, and the animals gather under. In the circle, the prince speaks, only the lion and no other. Listen, the conversation shall enter heaven. Listen, the conversation shall enter heaven. When the ear tastes honey, a melody the ear shall drink like tea, eloquently sipping at the cusp, savoring the dancing of our songs, our roar. From ear to ear, taking a path to prolong the long pleasure sure to die, yet it passes before. Savor its message as a declaration of war. The enemy is within, but the outside one is also hidden, the enemy that is unseen. How can it be defeated? The enemy that misleads how to plead their misdeeds. There is much mischief. There is much mischief. There is much mischief. There is much mischief. Blood flowing on the earth, red puddles everywhere. An enemy the size of an elephant, an ant trying to comprehend a task that heavy. It is a burden. The mind getting worried, trying to fix the puzzle, dazzling and struggling to uncover the truth, but the proof leads everywhere, beginning with what seems here, there, then the seems becomes dreams. A slap from reality turns the table, making it unstable for us to comprehend the elephant. An ant trying to survive on his own, can it lift a coin? A merry marathon on a road I ran along, chasing the pavement as the crowd raises with amazement. What a waste of annoyance, monkeys learning hastiness. This crowd a burden tied to the shoulder. Can a mule haul a mountain? Huffing and puffing, imitate the speed of sound, evaporate away, condense thyself into a cloud. Water runs through the veins. A drop is released at the entrance of an oasis. A creature crawling around like an ant. Their number reaches many, yet they do not behave like a colony. These creatures rumble about with bodies painted with honey, and the observer branded them with the name sweet lovers. They love more than the sweet tooth, even the tooth fairy avoids their booth. They are everywhere meddling with my affairs, pricking at my skin. I wonder who is their kin. Or do they have a clan? What are they yapping about? Idly sitting without any thought, listening to the drums of the story under the moon that shines with glory. What concerns the self with a hobby of the past tense? What else is there to converse than the times of worse? A craving for the ear that motivates the community into gear. Anger commands the right hand. Anger commands the right hand to demand fire, the color of fury. I am raged, boiling with steam, and the lava that drips from my hair decorates the page. My tongue is scattered, the language I speak a bastard, blasted in blasphemy, the irony that I shall master this tragedy. My life, this road I take in agony. The pleading crowd await this voice. Their murmur and excitement took on a form like a descending mist condensed into a ghost. Their cheat excited the contestants' blood, pumped and flowing through the veins onto the pores from which sweat rains. Like a drum, I dive into the mic. Don't know a style, and all the while, a fly crawling on my skin. A tickling I feel, the annoyance that you bear cannot compare. Must I speak to win this beat? Wow, ignorance or arrogance. The devil whispers unto a menace, prodigy or ideology that, like a mirage, appears misleading you and your peers who shall speak of democracy and blasphemy. What do you know? Claiming to speak when in fact from your mouth oil leaks. Listen to the laughter. The joker knows the joke while the fox thinks itself cunning. The hyena laughs. The world is funny. Absurd is it not that the intellect knows only a friction? Fill yourself with friction and fiction. Fill yourself with fiction. Drinking likes like honey, belying the mind of the bitter taste. What do you speak? The laughter of hyena is cunning. The Joker is lost in a maze of fire. Agony and pain tortures him into laughter, appearing and imitating what seems will never grasp truth. For foolishness does not mix with proof. Clearly blind of clarity, using your own handicap as evidence that laughter is proof of your stupidity, while the facts remain silent, keeping the mind to the self. Even fools who imitate thus will remain wise among the chattering crowd. The Sufis prologue ends. Peace.